Expanded distribution can help you reach more readers through bookstores, online retailers, libraries, and academic institutions. But is it really worth the 20% cut in royalties? Isn't there another way around this? There actually is, but first, when you're self-publishing on Amazon KDP, what is expanded distribution, and is KDP expanded distribution worth it in 2021? Well, expanded distribution is this. It's additional distribution off and away from Amazon. So this means it's not on Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, none of the Amazon properties. In fact, you'll find if you use expanded distribution, you end up in places like Barnes & Noble, Walmart.com, Target, and so much more. The big issue is you're going to be limited in print trim sizes, paper type, as well as full color options. And this actually breaks down to like this. If you want white paper, you have 12 of the 15 options you normally have through KDP. And then if you want cream paper, you only have 4 of the 15 options. And then if you want full color, you have 7 of the 15 options. There is no custom trim size available through expanded distribution for KDP. And here's the real kicker. You get 40% minus print fees. Now this is substantially lower than what you get for distribution through Amazon. Now, bear in mind, you can select expanded distribution and it won't affect the royalties that you get from sales on Amazon's platform. So just because you choose expanded distribution doesn't mean you're gonna get paid any different through Amazon. You're just gonna get paid 40% minus print fees through any of the sales done in expanded distribution alone. So why the lower royalties? There's a little bit more that you need to kind of know. Last year, I had interviewed the former director of Ingram Spark, Robin Cutler, and I spoke with her, and from what she stated, the parent company of Ingram Spark is Ingram Content Group, who also owns Lightning Source, who fulfills print runs for, ready for it? KDP's expanded distribution. So the distribution for expanded distribution is exactly the same as Ingram Spark's distribution, and this reaches out to tens of thousands of online retailers. So why it's lower is because KDP is taking their cut. So there's the net profit that comes in from expanded distribution, and then KDP goes, oh, we'll be taking some of that since we're gonna help you out with it. But stick around. There is a workaround. I know Amazon doesn't want me to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. First, how are you paid for expanded distribution royalties? Well, what happens is when a sale is made, 30 days after that sale, it's being credited over towards KDP. And then KDP pays you 60 days after the close of a given month. So this means that you could probably be getting your expanded distribution royalties about upwards of about 90 days after the original sale. You'll usually see a lump deposit of all the sales at the end of the month inside your KDP sales dashboard. It's pretty cool. You'll see just this huge spike. It's very fun. And I always look forward to the later portion of the month for not only getting paid, but also seeing those expanded distribution royalties. So is KDP expanded distribution worth it? Well, yes, if you don't want to fuss with anything else, if you just want to click a box and just have somebody else do all the work for you, that's fine. Now, if you're sticking around this long and you heard me say there's a bit of a workaround, you're probably saying,
I want the same distribution, but I want all the royalties instead of having KDP take a piece of my pie.
So how you get to expanded distribution without Amazon is through Ingram Spark, as I kind of hinted before. Now, all you have to do is set up a free account at Ingram Spark. You're going to need your own ISBN. Now, the International Standard Book Number is free if you're in Canada and certain regions throughout the world, but if you're in the US or UK, you've got to get it through Balker or Nielsen respectively, and it typically can kind of be pricey. So if you end up buying some ISBNs, make sure you get them in bulk in the US or UK. Anywhere outside those regions, you're going to need to do your own due diligence and figure out what it costs in your region. The good news is Ingram Spark actually does offer free ISBNs for US account holders only. Now there is an asterisk on this, and we'll get to that in just a moment. There's upload fees and update fees. I know, take a deep breath, you're going, but it's free for me to do it through KDP. That's all right. I told you I was gonna give you a good workaround. So it's $49 to upload a book. If you need to update that book, it's an additional $25. I'm going to tell you, to date, I have not spent a single dime on uploads or update fees. See, I became a member of the Alliance of Independent Authors. Now, I've talked about them exhaustively here on this channel from time to time. I'm going to bring them up again here. You pay about $89 to about $119 per year to be a member, and there's numerous perks, but one of the big perks, the ones that I like, is the fact that you get to waive all Ingram Spark fees. So this means if you get 2 to 3 title uploads per year, you've essentially paid for that Ally membership. And keep in mind, there's other perks in that. By the way, you can go visit dalelinks.com/ally and you can be able to find out more details about how you can become a member. But keep in mind, this is something that they don't come out and tell you until it becomes too late.
Oh no!
You can do the free ISBN for US account holders, but you're going to have to pay for the upload fee. However, if you come with your own ISBN, you can be able to waive that upload fee. So you've got an either or. You can have one or the other, but you can't have both at the same time. So the steps that you're going to want to do is publish to KDP first. For some reason, Amazon gets like the jealous girlfriend. If you happen to be going over and talking to somebody else, they're going to go, what are you doing? It's real weird when it comes to the ISBN. So publish to KDP first, and then you're going to go over and publish to Ingram Spark next. Uploading to Ingram Spark is a fairly similar process to uploading to KDP, but I'm going to promise you it's a little bit more detailed. It's a more granular approach to the metadata. So there's a lot of information. I would recommend, if you've never done it before, put aside about an hour of time so you can kind of figure out things as you're going through. And there's always a support ticket that you can go ahead and put in if you don't find something or don't understand something. And by the way, speaking of Ingram Spark, I did a complete overview of the company here in my second channel. That's the podcast channel. Go over, take a look at it in this video right here, and subscribe while you're there. And if you've already seen that, then you can also take a look at this right over here. YouTube says you should check it out. I think you should take a look at either one of them.